you're about to find out the key levels for Snap. So to get straight into it, firstly, they do have their earnings coming out after hours today, so the 25th of July. The estimated earnings per share is at -4 cents for the earnings per share, and revenue estimates at around 946 million. Now, what we've been seeing, and just a heads up in this current environment, what we've been seeing is earnings per share can come out above expectations as well as revenue, and we can still be falling on this price. Do we expect to see the same thing on Snapchat? Not so much, and we'll go through why this is. So what you can see here are all the key levels we're paying attention to. Now, these are all standard deviational levels, and what you can normally see is most of the stocks that have been going through earnings right now is they have been sitting above these blue lines. And when you see this is the second deviation, and you expect 95% of the data to trade below that value. So what this really means is why we've been seeing other stocks fall on relatively good earnings is because they've already been extended. Snapchat, on the other hand, has started to sell off before this earnings has come out. So now we probably won't see as big of a reaction to the downside, even if the numbers are relatively strong. So I wanted to point that out, but we will cover the good levels. So if we do sell off this news, we will have the 12.28. Again, I wouldn't even pay attention to this because it's so close to the release number that it's not even going to be that significant. But if we do start to sell off, we do have 12.75 as a key support. I really like this level for two reasons. Firstly, it's our first standard deviation on the 1 year, but what it is also this light blue VWAP. Now what this is from June 1st, so kind of the quarter start. So this is kind of quite a valid VWAP as it is, and you're pairing that with a standard deviation level, so it is quite strong. Now if we sell off below this level, again I would be a bit cautious. I wouldn't really be looking to trade between $10.65 and $11. Now what this is considered statistical mean. This is basically fair value on the stock, so it wouldn't be unlikely to see Snap reverse back down and trade within this level. So if we push back to that level, again, that's fair value on the stock. Wouldn't be looking to trade from that level. The only time we get into some buying levels is if we really break below that. We have a 9.95 support. This is our first deviation from the 6 month. So if we're looking at taking Snapchat long after earnings, again, I'm looking at that 9.95 if we get a sell-off. Now, if we instead start to get bought up on this release and we push to the upside, then we have a 12.88 resistance. Again, relatively close to where we are right now. So we'll probably break that if we do push to the upside. And if we go higher, we have $13.45, $14, and we actually have one level higher at $14.62. So again, that's the coverage of both the key support and resistance levels, what I'd be paying attention to. Again, the first kind of 10-15 minutes of the release, I wouldn't even bother looking to trade. As you get those big candles in a direction, again, never look to trade these off technical levels because fundamentals are always going to outweigh that. The only time I start looking to trade these technical levels is once you see these big candles start to slow down, and then you start to see a few more bullish candles, or again, that's on the sell-off. The same for the other. So once you basically just see the move get bought or shorted into, then then it's going to trade a bit more reasonable, and then we can start paying attention to those technical levels once again. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, why don't you check out this video, because you'll probably enjoy that one too.